Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the vlog. My name is Filip Latocha. Today is approximately less than 48 hours from race day. And we're just going to give kind of a pre-race discussion, expectation, things of what have been going on. And just kind of talk about Florida overall, why I'm here and whatnot. So before we get into it, make sure you like this video. Subscribe to the YouTube channel because we have this huge Sarasota series going on. We haven't decided what we're going to name this yet, but I've gotten options from friends to call this series Becoming the Florida Man, which sounds kind of cool. I like the idea. But again, if you have a better idea for what we should call this entire series, just leave it in the comments below. That'd be pretty sick. But without further ado, let's get into it. Why am I in Florida? Well, we just wanted a change of scenery overall. So me, my brother, and one of my friends, we were just sick and tired of working from home this entire last, I don't know, 15 months, almost a year of this whole lockdown thing. So we just wanted to go somewhere where we can work remotely, pay a fair price for property, and essentially here we are in Sarasota, Florida. The weather is overall very nice, very tolerable, especially surviving Chicago's summers. A Florida winter is not nearly as bad. The only thing is it does feel like we skipped spring entirely, so that adaptation cycle's kind of gone. So going from a Chicago sub-zero running training condition to this kind of like hot, humid, tropical environment is kind of a big jump. I just do need a few days to adapt and I should be pretty good. So let's get into talking about racing on this front. So basically, as I mentioned before, racing wasn't on my radar at all this entire month until after Florida was officially booked. And what happened was I saw that there was races available to do because Florida was just allowing them to happen. So I signed up for them without really even thinking about it. So there's 3 that I have signed up for, as I mentioned before. One of them is a Graybeard half marathon. One is like some kind of Shamrock Shuffle 10K, and then another one's like a St. Patrick's Day 8K. But we're mostly focused on the half marathon right now because that is the one that's coming up in less than 48 hours in the filming of this video. So basically, my expectations versus what the reality is going to be looks something like this. My expectation is that I do place in the half marathon, but to be fair, I have not run a PR half marathon since 2019 with anything over, in strictly the half marathon art. I have not run anything past an hour 32 or an hour 34, but in the Chicago Marathon I ran an hour 29. Based on the times I'm running right now, assuming Strava is correct, I can probably run like something between an hour 20, hour 30. That doesn't imply I'm going to win any sort of half marathon. It depends what the field looks like on the morning of race day. That being said, race day is supposed to be like in the 60s, so it's supposed to be cold into Florida standards, which for me is like almost absolutely perfect conditions. But there is one major caveat, and is that the race is cupless. That means if I want water, they're not going to hand cups to me. I need to have my own water bottle during the race, and this is where some of my problems begin because I don't know if I want to have bike support during the race, as in like my brother would be biking and like filming the race, or if I just try to full send it without water, without gels, and just try to see what happens. That is a scary option, but it is also one of the limiting factors of having a potential half marathon PR is that resources are probably going to run low. And then running with a water bottle for a half marathon does seem kind of extreme. There is an alternative though. I do have my hiking vest that has a water pack on it, so I could technically run with that and have my own water bottle on it. It just, again, that's kind of up there. I'll decide on race day how that basically plays out, but that is going to be a very interesting half marathon to say the least. That's going to be the focus right now. So the expectation that the half marathon is going to do well in consideration to my fitness and how I've been training for half marathons lately. I'm not expecting much. I just do want to race though. This is 15 months in the making, so we're going to see what happens in terms of the discipline side and having that all, pretty much figured out. So that's coming up, and then of course when the 10K and the 8K come around the next following weeks, I'm not as worried about those. Those are the distances I've been definitely training more often for, and I would be expecting much better results out of them. I think what's going to happen is this half marathon, we may not take it nearly as seriously as we need to, and we'll just have it more as an acclimation race to get ready for the 10K and the 8K respectively. Is it a cop-out? I hope not. I do really want to do well for this half marathon. I just don't know if I can. So that's kind of where we're standing right now on that front in terms of racing. All my gear is ready. I've been just kind of tapering down as of late. As we got here, I did take like a full day off of running, so I had a blister on my foot that's like looking way better. I'll film it and like I'll put it here somewhere. The blister is definitely looking way better than it was before. It healed up. I managed to peel some of the excess skin off of it, and it looks pretty good. I don't have like a huge wound there. The ankle overall has been doing a little bit better. It's probably at like 60 to 70% good condition, I guess you can say. The only issue is like it's very tricky for me to do hard right turns when I'm running because I can't really like put too much force on the anterior side of the ankle right now, but I can run in it without feeling or experiencing too much pain. So that's a good thing. We can definitely be okay on that front, but that's, again, not sure how that's going to play out during the half marathon, but at least I know I can run in it, so I don't have to sit this one out for the entire month. I will probably try to get some KT tape on it either tomorrow or earlier tonight, just depending on how it goes, but I think we're race ready, at least for the 10K and the 8K that are coming up. For this half marathon, we'll have to see how it goes. But again, you know, things happen. The world has been pretty crazy for the last 12 to 15 months, and we're just trying to adapt, that's all. But yeah, thanks for listening to this pre-race report. I'm sure we'll have a post report in the next coming days, or we'll have a highlight video from the race itself. But yeah, I think that's all we got, so stay tuned for what we got next. All right, anyways, so like ever since my Mango Tempo Next percents broke and I retired them, I've been basically crying uncontrollably every night before I go to sleep. But today, in the mail, something from Nike showed up. So let's take a look at what it is. Remember to always use a bread knife to cut your boxes because you're here to get this bread.
Life is like a sandwich, because no matter how you flip it, the bread always comes first.
Moment of truth, what is it? Oh, what it be? Other than the white and blue Tempo Next percent. It's the Florida edition of the shoe. I'm just kidding, that's not true at all, but it is a Tempo Next percent, and I need one of these. That's what LeBron James uses when he plays soccer. So we keep on running.